Food trends may look shiny and new, but some of the hottest ingredients on today's menus have been nourishing people for thousands of years. That smoothie booster, that golden spice, that tiny grain that suddenly feels fancy, none of it is really new. These are the foods of our ancestors, carried across generations, once sacred and now rediscovered. And here's the exciting part. They're not just good for you, they're packed with flavor, stories, and culture that make every bite meaningful. Here on Global Culinary Heritage, we don't just eat, we celebrate the past through the food on our plates. So let's travel across time and continents together to explore some of the most extraordinary ancient superfoods that are staging a powerful comeback in modern kitchens. I'll share their history, their health secrets, and even simple recipes, so you can bring their legacy alive in your own home. Long before quinoa became a superstar, the Aztecs were cultivating amaranth. It wasn't just food, it was sacred. Amaranth was offered to the gods, shaped into honey-drenched treats and eaten by warriors for strength. This tiny grain is still mighty today, bursting with protein, fiber, calcium, and iron. Modern chefs love it as a gluten-free swap for couscous or rice, but you don't need a restaurant kitchen to enjoy it. Try this quick breakfast porridge that feels like a hug from history. Simmer 1 cup of amaranth with 3 cups of water for about 20 minutes until creamy. Stir in 1 tablespoon of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a handful of fresh berries. In one bowl, you'll taste the grain that fueled empires. If there's one plant that deserves the title miracle, it's moringa. Grown in Africa and South Asia for centuries, every part of the tree has been used for food or medicine. Rich in vitamins A, C, and E, as well as calcium, potassium, and antioxidants, it's the kind of ingredient that ancient healers swore by, and modern nutritionists now rave about. In many Indian households, fresh moringa leaves are cooked into curries and stir-fries, but today, you'll mostly find it as a vibrant green powder. The easiest way to use it? Blend 1 teaspoon of moringa powder into a glass of orange juice. It adds a grassy, earthy note while giving your morning drink a major nutrient boost. Think of it as the ancestor-approved version of your daily multivitamin. Ethiopia's gift to the culinary world is teff, the tiniest grain you'll ever see, but one of the most powerful. For over 3,000 years, it's been the backbone of Ethiopian cuisine, used to make injera, the sour, spongy flatbread that doubles as plate, utensil, and flavor carrier. Rich in iron, calcium, and protein, teff proves that good things really do come in small packages. Here's how you can taste tradition at home. Mix 2 cups of teff flour with 3 cups of water and a pinch of salt. Leave it covered at room temperature for 24 hours to ferment. The next day, cook it like a crepe on a hot skillet. What you'll get is a tangy, airy bread that connects you directly to Ethiopian hospitality and heritage. Tear it, scoop with it, and savor it because this is history in your hands. Turmeric isn't just a spice, it's a symbol. In India, where it has been used for over 4,000 years, turmeric plays a role in food, medicine, and even rituals of marriage and healing. Its brilliant golden hue colors curries, its earthy bite deepens flavors, and its star compound, curcumin, makes it one of the most celebrated anti-inflammatory ingredients on the planet. While turmeric is everywhere now, think golden lattes and health shots, the most comforting way to enjoy it is the traditional golden milk. Heat 1 cup of milk in a saucepan. Stir in half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 pinch of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Sip it warm, and you'll understand why this simple ritual has survived for centuries. High in the Andean mountains, the Incas worshipped quinoa as the mother of all grains. It was so sacred that the emperor himself planted the first seeds each year using golden tools. More than just ceremony, quinoa was a survival food, loaded with protein, iron, and fiber, sustaining people in some of the world's toughest climates. Fast forward to today, and quinoa is on nearly every health-conscious menu. But to honor its roots, let's prepare it simply. Rinse 1 cup of quinoa thoroughly, then simmer it with 2 cups of water for about 15 minutes until fluffy. Serve it with roasted vegetables and a squeeze of lime, and you've got a dish that's as nourishing today as it was centuries ago. Seaweed might seem like the trendiest health food of the moment, but coastal communities from Japan to Ireland have been eating it for thousands of years. Packed with iodine, minerals, and fiber, seaweed was a survival staple, dried and stored to feed families through harsh winters and lean fishing seasons. Today you'll find it in sushi rolls, vegan snacks, and even broths. To experience it the traditional way, you might want to make a simple miso soup. In a pot, just simmer 4 cups of water with 1 tablespoon of dried wakame seaweed. Stir in 2 tablespoons of miso paste and half a cup of diced tofu. The result? A soothing, umami-rich broth that beautifully reflects the wisdom of centuries of Japanese cooking. Yes, these superfoods are indeed nutritious, but what makes them truly powerful isn't only what they do for your body, it's what they represent. Amaranth carries the spirit of Aztec warriors. Teff holds the soul of Ethiopian hospitality. Turmeric glows with the rituals of India. Every ingredient is a story, a memory, a connection to people who came before us. When we cook with them today, we're not just feeding our bodies, we're honoring heritage. That's why it's so important to approach these foods with respect. Buy from sources that support the farmers and communities keeping these traditions alive. Learn not just how to use them, but why they matter. Because every grain, leaf, and root carries a legacy worth preserving. You know, the beauty of ancient superfoods is just how easy they are to incorporate. You don't need to overhaul your pantry or, spend hours in the kitchen. Swap rice for quinoa in your favorite stir-fry. Stir a teaspoon of moringa into your smoothie. Sip golden milk before bed. Cook amaranth porridge for breakfast. Each small step is a way of letting history live on in your meals. And if you're ready for more adventure, go deeper. Try your hand at Ethiopian injera, learn the art of miso broth, or bake with teff flour. These are not just recipes, they are invitations to travel through flavor, culture, and time without leaving your kitchen. Ancient superfoods are more than passing fads. They are reminders that the wisdom of the past still has something vital to teach us today. They bridge heritage and health, telling us that the foods which sustain civilizations can still nourish us, body and soul. If this journey through ancient flavors inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Global Culinary Heritage for more culinary adventures from around the world. Share this with fellow food lovers who want more than just recipes. They want stories, connections, and a taste of something timeless. Together, let's keep these superfoods alive, one dish at a time.